Hello,
hello.
hello. How's it going?
It's going really well. How are you?
I like the pink shirt.
Oh, thank you. It's a little depressingly uh overcast in Vancouver today. And if you could see outside, it's not looking the best, but I like to bring the warmth and, a little bit to this interview and whatnot. I think that's the way to go.
Congrats on season 5.
I
Are you
appreciate that.
excited?
Thank
Have you
you.
been watching?
Yeah. We've had 2 episodes, so I'm keeping up to date with it. I'm excited for tomorrow's episode, though.
Why?
It's the final day of high school.
Were you sad when you filmed it?
Yeah, I was. I kept on going around and telling people, I'm like, guys, like,
This
I
is
don't think you,
over.
I don't think you guys realize this is our last time playing high school students. I mean, it's appropriate. I'm almost turning 29. It's about time.
It's
Uh,
about time you're out of high school.
yeah, I didn't want to say anything, but that's how I feel.
What is the most similar? You went to real high school, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
okay.
I
I just
did.
making sure. Usually actors sometimes do it online. What is the
Right.
similarity between your high school experience and Riverdale?
There was a lot actually. I mean, Riverdale exists in this heightened reality universe. There was not as much murder in my high school
Good
days. There
thing,
was,
probably.
probably a good thing. It's just like, relationships, that kind of thing, the drama that's behind certain couples and that kind of stuff. Young love was a very real thing in my life. My very first girlfriend, I thought we were gonna marry each
Married.
other.
Yep.
We were talking about university and college and graduating and what that was going to look like and how we were going to navigate it. And all of that is very real in these last few episodes of Riverdale for the high school segment. And that I really resonated with. Yeah, sort of ramble on about that. Yeah.
Oh my God, you're good. And it's probably interesting because not a lot of people can relive high school twice in
That's
like
true.
a written world and then a real world. So that's cool.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, we're gonna play a little game because it's gonna be fun. Okay.
Okay.
So this is first
Well,
impressions.
before we do that, let me ask you: was
Okay.
your high school experience anything like what you see on the show?
Yeah, same thing with you. It's like the relationships and talking about like what's going to happen in the future. The only thing is that I switched to online school in 10th grade. So, but ninth and 10th grade were very much, and then no murder, of course. So,
Okay.
first impressions game. So basically, I'm going to read off some of your cast members and you're going to say what you remember is maybe your first interaction with them and your first impression of them. Does that make sense?
This is dangerous, but yes.
Yes.
Yes, let's do it.
It's dangerous. Okay, first one. First impression and what you remember saying to Cole Sprouse.
I think my first impression was that's the guy from Big Daddy with Adam Sandler. I think I remember being like, I loved that movie as a kid. I was actually a little too old to remember Zach and Cody. Like I didn't watch it. I stopped with like That's So Raven. That's when I stopped watching like those types of shows. And so I didn't know him from that. But my first impression was I was coming in, I had like one line that day.
Yeah.
And he rehearsed with everyone in the scene. He took everyone away and we all rehearsed the scene. And I only had one line, so I shouldn't have even been there. But I felt so accepted. I was like, whoa. First of all, I've never had like a main character on any project rehearse anything beforehand like that, especially with somebody was being a day player. Right. So my first impression was extremely professional, very artistic, and very intelligent.
That's so cool too, because like he has been in it forever and he still acted like just like totally.
He brought me in, he said, yeah, guys, let's do the scene and let's get it right before the cameras roll. And I was not expecting that.
Okay.
I was like, oh yeah, sure. I'll do whatever you need.
Down. Okay. First impression of Lili.
First impression of Lili?
Yeah.
I think I was wondering how they achieved the ponytail so flawlessly.
Yep.
I was like, there's no way that thing is real. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way that thing is real.
Good every time.
Right. And the ponytail really exposes the face, you know, it really draws back everything. I thought she was super sweet and very warm. And yeah, that was my first impression though, was just, you know, there's a lot of effort going into this ponytail.
First impression of, let's say, Vanessa Morgan.
Vanessa Morgan. First impression of Vanessa, super, it was interesting because she had sort of, I think this was like my first sort of realizing the colossal nature of Riverdale by being on set. Was my first scene was with her, Cole Sprouse, and Jordan Connor, and we were getting ready in the makeup trailer. And again, this is my very first day. I don't really know anyone. I'm not really saying anything. But her and I traveled in the same car to set.
Okay.
And we were on location. And when we got there, there was like 50 kids outside waiting to see some of the people filming. And
Right.
people instantly recognized her. And she waved at everybody and she said hello. And my first impression was, A, I didn't know you were famous like this. And B, you're so humble and you're handling this so well.
Yeah.
And I looked up to that. I was like, that's really cool. That I'd never really seen a group of people hanging outside of a location to say hello to someone.
Right.
And they were screaming her name. It was like pandemonium. And I was like, you're handling this like a champ. I thought she was a class act and also very talented as well.
That's like nothing but high things to say about your cast members, which was great.
For sure. I was, you know, you're at like first impressions are always going to be good because my experience was always one of gratitude. I came in, I was only supposed to be in like 2 episodes and I really was like going to be there, do my thing and leave. I wasn't expecting to stick around. And so, you know, I came in with that. I didn't really step on any toes. I didn't, you know, overextend my welcome. I just was there as a fly on the wall, it felt like. And so I got to experience people in some really good environments. Yeah.